What is up, yo, 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 and all that. Welcome to War 4 against Nefti. I think it's War 4. Yes, it's War 4. We have a treat today. Completely unusually, I nearly die lots again. We've got Bastion today. I'm recording this video far later than intended, and as a result, I've already forgotten who I'm using. So Bastion, Galan, and Dust. Of course, Dust. Dust is the main character of the day today, and we're going to demonstrate my complete noobness. Even though I used her a couple of wars ago for just the one-off, it was very clear, as is going to be more evident today, that I'm really not very experienced with her. So again, anyone in the comments, feel free to fire away. We're going Path 5 into Path 1 today, and then we've got Jean Grey on 44. Yeah. More about that later. For now, it's Chavez here. For many that know me will know my reparry game sucks, so I was a little bit not overexcited about this fight today. There's Obstinate Charge, Ebb and Flow Knockdown, they're the main features. The plan was, and I promise I did practice my reparrying earlier in the day before this, the plan was either to reparry or, failing that, bait heavy and hit her after the first hit. Neither of which will occur, as you will see. The fight actually wasn't that bad. She didn't really give me much of a chance to reparry, to be honest. The plan is to, even though on reflection and discussing with people, probably should have gone for L3 first of all. The plan is just to get to 2 bars, hit her with it, waste my indestructible, and then just spam big prowess fueled L1s. First we're going to build up lots of, I'm aware that I don't actually have my Sandstorm active. I've also got 4 suicides on today for all but the Galan fight. I was going to have them for Galan as well, just to get the fight over and done with, but then I remembered that my current setup has no willpower active, because I don't need it for Bastion and don't need it for Dust either, and I couldn't be bothered to change things. We are playing really, really well here. It's only potions. We've established that potions are the theme of this season for me. Big L1's a finish, and she's down. Now we're going to move on to Nick on node 14, which is a classic placement for him. Quite easy one for Dust, even though I think I make a bit of a mess here. No, I play it fairly well, I think. As I said, I've already forgotten. I've got toddler dad brain, and I'm getting old. Still got invulnerability boost active, I think, and you know, we're going to heal back up. The first part of the fight and Nick's first phase, I can obviously play just completely normally. I can parry, I can heavy him, and you know, try not to bait heavies unless I've got Sandstorm on. For some reason, oh, there we go, that one wasn't too bad that time. Dexed out of his L1. The next 2 times I try that in this fight, as you're going to see here, for some reason I just completely miss it and get myself knocked down. Anyway, as I was saying, it's very easy just to knock Nick down in his first phase. Don't bait heavies as long as I've got Sandstorm. I can only bait heavies, sorry, as long as I've got Sandstorm, and the grit will ignore his unstoppable. It's a lot more essential in his second phase. Going down relatively easily so far. And we're going to get knocked over by this L1 again. I really don't know what's going on. And I don't even have willpower to heal from the disorient. So this is great. Check me out, not getting knocked down that time. Big L1 once more to finish, nice big crit, and Nick is asleep. Now for section 2, we go, as I said, to path 1, where we have a Korg, and if I do say so myself, I think I actually played this competently. I actually made Dust look like a decent champ and made myself look half like I knew what I was doing. I can't remember what my strat was now, as I said, because it was a while ago for me. But yeah, anyway, high energy diet here. Dust stuff is all physical. I think I took this node with her the last time I used her. Can't remember what that was, but she obviously worked pretty well. Korg obviously purifies loads of stuff and gives himself rock stacks, so until I can get to the top and bottom of them, we're also going to put loads of passive sand, loads of sand passives on him, sorry, as each one he purifies puts more on himself. Sadly I do take, I can't remember if I take Thorns damage when I've got Sandstorm active or Grit, but I didn't want to convert just yet, so I was happy just to take a little bit of damage. I did put a combat regen on for myself here, just to keep myself topped up at the start. And now we're hitting fairly hard. Again, I do have suicides on here. His rock stacks are back on now. We get to the bottom of them quite quickly. And now we're going to punish his L2 with a heavy, get Sandstorm on, and the L1 just absolutely obliterates him. I think that's how you meant to do it. Again, I possibly could have gone to L3, but I couldn't be bothered. I'm pretty happy with that. And now for Shocker here. I like fighting Shocker in the same way that I like having food poisoning. Doesn't matter the node. This is obviously a buffet node, which is perfect for Galan. And thank God I made the decision to turn off suicides, is all I can say. Yeah, he only gets one armor, so it's not like he has a big stack of them, so I wasn't going to gain tons and tons of charges. Yeah, I completely forgot about his short stun time for a moment there. I still had the combat regen active on. I was fairly confident in myself to just not make a complete cock up of this. The plan was to indeed throw a couple of specials to get my harvest up. I think I was going to go for 2 medium harvests here to get him down. Very nearly got fucked over there, that's for sure. Throw the damn L2, you absolute prick. I briefly wondered whether I should have gone full send there and relied on harvest for the end of it, but I decided against it. I didn't have enough charges and I thought I might die. Armor comes back just in time to help me charge up a little bit more, and this L2 is indeed going to finish him off. A very, very messy fight. That could have gone a lot cleaner. He was a big rank 4, I think. I'll have to watch back. Anyway, we come to Jean here. Now, at the start of the war, I saw Jean parked up next to Bullseye, which is obviously my good old favourite fight, and I knew immediately which one I was going to be getting assigned to. I think they sent Legacy for his Bastion debut for 43. Anyway, Jean here, a little bit more complicated. There is Poison here, which will keep me topped up on health, and Rupture, which I cannot counter. It's also stun immune. So I was going to rely on just doing Bastion things here. Again, watch the reverse controls timer. I'm going to get lots of regen. And the plan is obviously mainly hit during Poison, hit a couple of times during Rupture and just take the gamble. Annoyingly, Ruptures has such great RNG, they procced on every single hit I made contact with, so that was annoying. They sort of slowly tick me down. And of course Rupture's come back just in time so that I couldn't finish my combo and go fully into L2. I decided just to go straight into an L1 without charging the heavy first. A little bit complicated to do on this node with the stun immune and everything happening and trying to time things well. So yeah, I did have to play things a little bit slower here. On the whole, it's going pretty well. Spoiler alert, as you're about to see, I do almost die to this fight. I can't remember exactly how. Ages ago, you know. My Furies have also fallen off, which is annoying. Of course, there's ruptures again. So they are, again, ticking me down. I'm just trying to keep backing away here. It's just, yeah, the nature of... Jean is pretty good here, and I know Bastion does her very well, and I've demonstrated that I can take her. It's just, there's a lot to line up here. Completely get caught there, use up my indestructible. Ruptures are on again, so I have to stay away. I took a gamble and decided to throw the heavy into the special here, even though I haven't got Furies. And that does almost kills her, but also puts a lot of ruptures on me. Then I take a combo, now we're getting itchy. Throw that special into block, which doesn't kill her. I've got barely any health. The recoil damage there. Yeah, that was far too close for comfort. Jesus Christ. But we got there. And that brings us to the end of another war for me. Unfortunately, we weren't as good as we have been. Well, actually, we had improved a little bit again, but not good enough this time. Nefti too good for us here. Brings us to our first loss of the season. Into War 5 we go. Bye!